Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our, at the moment, our sixth episode, sixth character in Gunfire Reborn. This character, let me explain, basically. Just so you know, he is a dragon turtle. I think he's a dragon turtle. His name is Quinsu. I butchered it. I know. Don't correct me. I know I'm wrong. Don't worry about it. He specializes in the art of close combat, traversing the battlefield while showing off his immense strength. Being associated with water, he is capable of summoning a tidal Apis to block his enemy's fierce attacks while smashing enemy daring to stand in his way. He's got two moves. He's got his special, which is Tidal Apis, which is basically a shield that blocks all attacks from frontal enemies for 5 seconds. When you recast this skill, or when this skill expires, the Apis will be retracted, dealing AoE damage to enemies in front. While holding the Apis, shooting becomes striking punches, and dash is enhanced to hurtle, or charge, as I like to call it, which doubles movement distance, knocking back enemies on his way, dealing 10-50 normal damage to the end. And then Q, which is your kind of grenade, is your striking punch. Punch ahead with powerful fists and cause 10-50 normal damage to a small area in front. For every 1 meter of movement, plus 1 stack of fist sensation for 2 seconds. Each stack of fist sensation increases striking punch damage by 5%. Now, when you level him up, you get Swelling Tide. When it retracted the Apis, his shield, his bubble shield, literally his bubble shield, for every 1 second of its remaining cooldown, minus 10% cooldown of Tidal Apis. Agile Titan, plus 20 max shield, grants 10% total movement speed for 6 seconds upon using any hero skill or dashing. Unceasing Flow. Holding the Apis will restore 1 use of Striking Punch every 2 seconds. Number 4. Unshielding Force. The Apis retracting attack will be regarded as a striking punch. And 5. Wild Punch. Plus 30% hurdle base damage for every level up for the weapon you currently hold. So for instance, if you have a level that is plus 10, it's doing plus 300 hurdle damage. Now, he's got 85 health, so, you know, on the upper end, not the weakest, but not the best. And he's got 135 shield, which is really good and decent. And he's pretty slow. But, and try to prove me wrong, he is the turtle version of the Kool-Aid Man. Now, just imagine it with me. A turtle busting through the wall going, "Oh yeah!" Come on. I know you can imagine it. And it fits perfectly with this character. Okay? He gets a shield that blocks enemies. When he has that shield out, he hurdles or dashes into enemies, causing them knockback, which basically means he dashes through walls, and he just straight up punches people. He is, by definition, a turtle Kool-Aid Man. And no one can prove me wrong. You can try, but I will not believe you. Let's go to his Ascension Perks. He's got 3, as do all the other ones. He's got Wave Breaker for the striking punch. He's got Violent Tempest for gunfight efficiency, and Tidal Fort for the shield, his bubble shield, or Tidal Apis. Let's go down. 1. Clenched Fist. 100% striking punch base damage. At level 3, it's 300% striking punch base damage, and deals 50% extra striking punch damage to enemies whose remaining HP and shield/armor combined are higher than 75%. Basically saying, hey, I punched this squishy guy who has no armor, and I did less damage. But when I punched this fully armored, plate armored titan over here, I did more. Because, you know, physics, kinetic energy. I'm a damn Kool-Aid Man turtle. Yeah. Number 2, Rogue Wave. Each stack of Fist Sensation increases next strike punch damage to 10%, plus 10%. Gain 4 stacks of Fist Sensation immediately after using Hurtle. Level 3, increase stack duration of Fist Sensation to 3 seconds. Each stack increases next striking punch damage to plus 20%. Gain 8 stacks of Fist Sensation immediately after using Hurtle. So basically, if you pop your bubble shield, you hurtle towards someone, you get 8 stacks, you get 160% more damage the next punch you do, which is nice. Concussive Current. After dealing damage with Striking Punch, plus 3% weapon damage for each stack of Fist Sensation for 6 seconds. Level 3, after dealing damage with Striking Punch, 7% weapon damage, and plus 2% lucky shot chance for each stack of Fist Sensation for 8 seconds. I don't know. It's kind of like it's like that weird one that doesn't really go with this character. I don't know. Stormy Riptide. For every consumed use of Striking Punch, recover 0.5% duration of Tidal Aspis when shielded. Every recovery shortens max duration and reduces 0.5% or 0.5 seconds cooldown when unshielded. Sorry, I got the hiccups. There we go. It was a burp. For every consumed use of Striking Punch for level 3, recover 1.5 seconds duration of Tidal Apis when shielded. Every recovery shortens max duration and reduces 1.5 seconds cooldown when unshielded. Both bonuses will be doubled if an enemy is killed with Striking Punch. Again, Kool-Aid Man. Angry Kool-Aid Man. Wave Breaking Blow. Every 8 stacks of Fist Sensation will consume 1 additional use of Striking Punch upon casting it, and perform an additional punch with 40% damage, 4 additional punches at most. If any of the punches kill an enemy, recover uses consumed. Have any of you played Azura's Wrath? Just imagine being punched in the face by not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 fists at the same time. It's terrifying. And finally, the last one for Wave Breaker, Dark Tide. Plus 5 Striking Punch capacity. There is a 50% chance to recover 1 use of Striking Punch each time you use it when holding the Aspis. Level 3, plus 15 Striking Punch capacity. There is a 70% chance to recover 100% consumed uses of Striking Punch each time you use it while holding his bubble shield, which is nice. And finally, the next one, Violent Tempest. Yeah, the first one, Formidable Aspis. After retracting the Aspis, 50% damage for the next 5 shots. Each shot killed with these shots will reduce the cooldown of Tidal Apis by 0.5 seconds. At level 3, it increases to 150% damage when the bubble shield goes down, and 30% chance lucky shot chance for the next 9 shots. Each enemy killed with these shots will reduce the cooldown of the bubble shield by 1.5 seconds. I changed the name to bubble shield because, first off, it makes more sense. Second off, it is literally a bubble shield. You cannot tell me differently. And 3, I want to. It's easier to say bubble shield than Tidal Aspis for me. Number 2, Tidal Rhythm. Plus 40% skill damage while holding the bubble shield, and 40% weapon damage for 5 seconds after the bubble shield gets dropped. At level 3, that increases to 120% skill damage and 120% weapon damage. And each block with the bubble shield grants an additional 10% damage bonus. I'm thinking Black Panther's suit. You know how he takes a lot of kinetic energy and then he can push it back at his enemies? That is what I'm thinking. Bubble Turtle Black Panther suit. Weird combination. Number 3, Wave Rider. Plus 20% movement speed while holding the bubble shield for 6 seconds after it's dropped. For every 1% movement speed bonus, 1% weapon and skill damage. So basically, you can have, when it drops, you can have whatever the movement speed you're gaining is as weapon damage and skill damage. At level 3, you get 40% movement speed while holding the bubble shield, and for 8 seconds after it drops, For every 1% movement speed bonus, you get the double weapon and skill damage, so you can have up to 80% damage. I'm thinking, have you ever played Borderlands 2 Zero, that character, where he's like a ninja? The faster you go, the more slices he gets with his blade and more damage you do. Number 4. Irrepressible Surge. If an enemy is defeated while holding the bubble shield, Hurtle will have no cooldown for the next 2 seconds. If an enemy is defeated within 1.2 seconds after the bubble shield is dropped, the bubble shield will have no cooldown for the next 2 seconds. Nice. That is very nice. Infinite bubble shield. Battle Adrenaline. If at least one enemy is within 10 meters, you gain 12% weapon and skill damage for 1 second. Every 1 second, up to 3 stacks. If there's no enemy nearby, lose 1 stack every 1 second. At level 3, if at least one enemy is within 10 meters, plus 24% weapon and skill damage, and 6% lucky shot chance for every 0.5 seconds, up to 5 stacks. If there's no enemy, lose 1 stack every second. Enhanced Close Quarters. It just proves this is just more and more proving my point that he is a turtle version of the Kool-Aid Man, who is just angry and punching people. Number 6. Solid Shell. Minus 5% damage taken for every enemy within 10 meters. At level 3, it's minus 15% damage taken for every enemy within 10 meters. And you reset the bubble shield's cooldown immediately when your shield is broken. That is ridiculous. Infinite bubble shields. Infinite getting close to people. Infinite, oh yeah, I just punched you in the face. On to the last one. Tidal Fort. Actually, for the bubble shield. Mighty Stream. Plus 2%, plus 2 second duration for bubble shield. At level 3, it's 6 seconds duration for bubble shield, and recover 1 second duration for every attack you block. Every recovery shortens the max duration. They do that because if they didn't, people would just stand there and be infinitely in a bubble shield, which is broken, but awesome at the same time. Number 2, White Water. Every block reflects a small amount of damage, which decreases gradually when getting further away from monsters. At level 3, each block reflects a huge amount of damage, which decreases gradually when getting away from monsters. Each block will cause 2,000 normal damage to enemies within 10 meters after the bubble shield is dropped. Again, he's got enchanted bubble shield with thorns, and he is a turtle Kool-Aid Man. Furthermore, proving my point that he is a turtle Kool-Aid Man. Number 3, Unfathomable Ocean. After dropping the bubble shield, 30% max shield for 5 seconds. At level 3, after dropping the bubble shield, 100% max shield for 5 seconds, minus 1% cooldown of the bubble shield for every 10 shield you lose during this period. More bubble shield. Unbearable Hurtle. Every enemies hit by Hurtle, bash, dash, whatever you want to call it, will receive minus 30% movement speed and 30% damage taken for 5 seconds. At level 3, enemies hit by Hurtle will receive minus 80% movement speed and 100% damage taken for 5 seconds. The Kool-Aid Man now sees enemies as just walls he must break through. Put that into your mind. Number 5, Ebb and Flow. After lifting or dropping the bubble shield, your shield starts to recover immediately. Receive 50% shield recovery speed. That is awesome. Your outer shield helps your inner shield recover faster and immediately after you drop the bubble shield, which is nice. And finally, the last one, Hostile Gift. If any block occurs while holding the bubble shield, 30% of the magazine will be recovered immediately after dropping the bubble shield, and 20% rate of fire for 5 seconds. At level 3, if any block occurs while holding the bubble shield, 100% of the magazine will be recovered immediately after the bubble shield falls, and 60% rate of fire for 9 seconds. So basically, if you activate it with an empty clip, At level 3, you'll get your full clip back, and you'll be able to fire 60% faster for the next 9 seconds with it. So, that is the end of my conjecture about this character. Basically, he is a turtle. He's got tidal waves. If I had to combine two characters, basically, he's the Kool-Aid Man that is angrily punching people, and Master Chief stuck a bubble shield onto its back with thorns on it. Prove me wrong, but I bet you can. And if you like what you see, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys, especially if you're trying to prove me wrong about how this guy is not the Kool-Aid Man with thorns and a bubble shield. And I will see you guys next time.